Now that the Falcon and Winter Soldier aired its season finale, it's time to rank all 6 of the Falcon and Winter Soldier episodes from worst to best. So let's get started. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Justin. I love to watch movies. If you guys love to watch movies too and you loved Falcon and Winter Soldier like I did, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. The Falcon and Winter Soldier just aired its series finale. Maybe there'll be another season. I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen. But this season was kind of all over the place. There are some episodes I loved. There are some episodes I really did not like. But overall, I really did enjoy the series. I preferred WandaVision just a little bit more, but we're gonna be ranking all 6 of these episodes. Let me know in the comment section down below, how would you rank all 6 of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episodes? Let's get started. Coming in at number 6 is episode 3. It was very interesting to see Baron Zemo work alongside Bucky and Sam Wilson, and I like seeing what Sharon Carter was up to. There is some pretty good action scenes within here, especially coming from Sharon Carter. But this episode was kind of all over the place. It didn't do a great job of setting up the Flag Smashers and why it was important for them to continue chasing after them. I've had problems with the Flag Smashers throughout the whole entire series, but this was a chance for them to really establish the fact that they are a huge threat, and I just did not feel that within this episode. Yes, there's a lot of things that do work in terms of its action scenes, but when it came down to developing the story for the Flag Smashers, I think that this episode definitely did miss its point. Bringing in Baron Zemo, meeting up with Sharon Carter, bringing in so many people to try to take down the Flag Smashers, I just didn't see that in this episode. Coming in at number 5 is episode 1. This episode started off very thrilling, and it was a chance for you to understand Sam in the current world after Avengers Endgame and where Bucky is as well. This is an episode where them two got together. They were separated within this episode, so it was a chance for us to have a more personal moment to see what's going on. I love the opening, very thrilling, filmed very well. But from there on, it kind of slowed down. And like I said, it's a chance for us to kind of catch up. And then it ended with the introduction of John Walker as Captain America. I absolutely hated that. I really did not like John Walker as a character until the last episode, but we'll talk about that soon. But with this episode, I felt like it was very slow. It didn't start off the series in an exciting way, except for that really first few scenes within the beginning of the episode. It's a pretty good episode nonetheless. I do think that it was nice to see what they've been up to, but I want it to move just a little bit quicker. Coming in at number 4 is episode 5. This is one of the more personal episodes for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Really great opening with Falcon and Winter Soldier fighting against John Walker. He is angry at this point in the series. You're not sure if he's going to become a villain or not. So he's a little bit unpredictable. Now he has the serum. He's a large threat to Bucky and Sam. I love the action. It's really intense. But it really kind of takes a step back after that. This is a chance for the Flag Smashers to really establish their agenda, but the episode focused on other things instead of developing a little more of the Flag Smashers. And this is the second to last episode, so I really didn't feel like the Flag Smashers had a chance to solidify themselves within the series and a chance for them to really show their agenda in the 5th episode. So they really take a step back in the 5th episode, and it really does show. And I love some of the conversation between Sam and Isaiah Bradley. I think it really was important to the character. It did feel like a more personal moment for Sam and Bucky within this episode, and Sam contemplating if he was going to be Captain America or not. But leading into the 6th episode, I think it did a poor job transitioning itself from the 5th episode to the 6th episode. I feel like there was an episode missing in between. Coming in at number 3 is episode 6. The finale, episode 6, was really great. Seeing Sam Wilson as Captain America, I loved it. Very welcoming. I think he deserves to be Captain America. The suit looks great. He doesn't need the serum to hold his own. I love all the technology within the suit, and I would love to see him be in Captain America 4. One of the biggest things I did love about this series is the redemption for John Walker. He could have continued to try to kill the people that killed his partner, Lamar, or he could have helped Bucky and Sam, and that's what he did, and that really showed a lot for him. And we have to think about his past. He was a war hero, and so I think he had a lot on his plate from episodes 1 through 5. And even though I did not like him, I think I really enjoyed him in episode 6 because he made the right steps to better himself and help people instead of being angry all the time. And we see him as US agent. I'm really looking forward to that. The end is just, I really didn't expect it. I'm trying to figure out where things went wrong with Sharon Carter. I really hope they explain a little more of that. But this is a huge action scene, episode 6. A lot of it is just action. It works very well. Seeing how Falcon is acting as Captain America, I love it. Bucky teaming up with John Walker is really good too. They really just ended the Flag Smashers storyline without even a care in the world. The Flag Smashers had this potential to be something really epic within the series, but so many episodes just kind of wasted that potential and the storyline for Carly, and we really do see that in here. It just kind of ends, and that's about it. Then we have a lot of conversation about Falcon becoming Captain America, and I absolutely love that, and then him meeting up with Isaiah once again. But there's a lot of times within this episode and previous episodes as well where they just waste the Flag Smashers, and we see that all kind of come towards an end in this episode. Coming in at number 2 is episode 4. This is a very important episode to not only John Walker, but also to Falcon and Winter Soldier. At this point in the episode, especially with Baron Zemo, there's a lot that happens within it. They're trying to calm down Carly and kind of come to an understanding. There's important conversations that show why Sam is so good at being a superhero, but also being good as a person. He's a very calm, nurturing person, and we see that within this episode. We also see John Walker just absolutely lose it, and why I don't like him as a character. He makes these rash decisions, and ultimately it doesn't pay off for him in the end. And it ends with that brutal scene of him killing the person with his shield, and that just solidified him as potential villain in the series. So I love this episode for how Falcon and Winter Soldier kind of approached Carly, and they wanted to do it in a way that wasn't going to upset people or run the risk of things going down badly. It was changed when John Walker stepped in, but I love how they approach these conversations and the situations involving Carly, because they see her as a human that is hurting too, and they want to help her. And we see that a lot with Sam, and that just really grows him as a character. There's some really good action scenes within here, and we see Lamar die at the end of this episode. It's really heartbreaking for John, and I really like Lamar as a character. We didn't get to see him too much, but I think he did work well alongside John. But I love this episode for how smaller it was, and a lot of the action scenes were filmed very well too. But I like how they approached all of the characters as humans and tried to understand them. But coming in at number 1 is episode 2. This is where we get to see Sam and Bucky work together. We see all of the bickering back and forth. They don't work well together at times, but then they do, and they start to understand each other. Seeing that progression throughout the series is what I absolutely loved, and why they work together as a team. John Walker getting involved. This is a chance for you thinking, do I hate him? Do I like him? He's not the best fighter. He's got determination though. He puts himself into the situations, not afraid to go all in, but but often gets tossed around, and this is where I don't like him. This is where the episode 2, I was like, I don't care for him as a character. I don't care for him as Captain America. Sam should be Captain America, and we see that kind of discussion throughout. But episode 2 was really great, establishing the Flag Smashers. You had this sense of urgency that was in episode 2 that kind of went away after episode 2. We see the people that have the serum. There's some really great action scenes, and the score is really good. The score in all of the episodes are really amazing, but the score when we see Carly for the first time and see John Walker getting involved in the action, it really provides a punch to this episode. Episode 2 by far is my favorite. Episode 2 is by far my favorite. Episode 2 is by far my favorite. I love how they set up the characters and the relationship between Bucky and Sam, establishing who the Flag Smashers are. Kind of have this mystery surrounding them. Carly was great in this episode, and John, even though I don't like him, he did get involved a lot in here, and it showed where the government stood when it came to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I am looking forward to seeing what happens next with all of these characters. Julia Louis-Dreyfus' character is going to be in Black Widow. Apparently, we're going to be getting a Captain America 4 with Sam Wilson. What's going to happen to the US agent and Bucky moving forward? I'm curious about all of that. I'd like to see another season because this series could have benefited from just a couple more episodes to really establish the Flag Smashers, provide that sense of urgency. A couple more episodes for Baron Zemo and Sharon Carter. I think it would have made certain moments, especially the end credit for episode 6 and the Flag Smashers, feel way more urgent and way more important, and the storylines would have been more impactful. But overall, I did enjoy this series compared to WandaVision. I love WandaVision a lot more, and this series, even though it has its problems throughout, I really like seeing Sam and Bucky work together. So there you guys have it, all 6 of the Falcon and Winter Soldier episodes ranked worst to best. What is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming Marvel content. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.